What it is, people, this is my review of BackBreaker Football, right? For starters, I think the game is awesome. If you are a true football fan, football, not NFL, not TV style football, you're gonna love this. I'm just showing right now my all my teams that I downloaded off of the internet from BB Highlights. Look him up on YouTube. He has a link in his descriptions to how to do it, and he gives really good step-by-step steps to download the creator rosters. He created the whole NFL. Big props to him. Donate to his PayPal. Alright, anyway, so this is my review, right? I think this game is pretty damn good. The reason why I bought the game, I knew what I was getting as soon as I bought it, but what I knew about the game, I knew it was going to be it'll try to stay true to football, and that's what I want. I want the game to be true to football. I don't want to see arcade gameplay. Now my stance on the whole arcade to simulation standpoint on this game is just the simple fact that what it's trying to emulate real football. You don't see people on fire, you don't see people jumping 15 feet in the air, you don't see motion shift, speed up animations, you don't see really none of that. And if you do, you don't really see it at all. You rarely see it, if that. I've been playing the game since I bought it when it first came out, and I haven't seen none of that stuff, really. I mean, yeah, they have glitches within the physics, but it's not that big of a deal, and none of anything interrupts the gameplay. Everything is so smooth and fluid. It's more fluid than NFL 2K5, because nothing misses a hitch. You do have your weird stuff that happens, but anyway, I think the game is pretty good. I would definitely rent it. If you don't like football, right, and you rather see football than play it, okay, then rent the game. But if you love football, you love to play it, this is a definite must-own game, okay? Definite must-own if you love playing football, because this takes you right. Look at that tackle. That's real time. You won't see that tackle again. Guarantees you will not see that tackle again in this review. All right. But nah, the game is really good. The controls are pretty good. It needs a little bit of tweaking in the when you're the quarterback. But other than that, the control is pretty damn good. There's not much more I could say. That's my opinion. But let's talk about some gameplay modes. All right, they actually have a training mode for you where you can learn how to run, because you actually have to learn how to run the ball in this game. You can't just jump back and then just start throwing the ball, start running the ball. No, it's a learning curve to this game. It's not an easy game to just pick up and play. There's a steep learning curve, and I think the steep learning curve is probably sending some people off. But other than that, once you learn the game, learn how to correctly use the focus button, right, you'll get used to everything much quicker. Even the camera angle. I've saw a lot of people have troubles with the camera. I think the camera's brilliant, especially if you're using the focus button the right way. But like I said, it is a steep learning curve. But all right, going back into the mode. So they have a training mode. They teach you how to run the ball, throw the ball, play defense, even tackles, all that type of stuff. Look how I just missed 3 people. In Madden, that would have been a surefire tackle right there. But since they misjudged it and I stepped back a little bit from stumbling, they missed a tackle, right? The first guy would have definitely tackled me in Madden NCAA, maybe even 2K, maybe, But since, he pushed me back a little bit and I stumbled back just a little bit, the other 2 guys missed me. And if they would have made real contact, that would have been a double tackle easy. I've seen, you see right here, a real pileup, right? You saw right there a real pileup. You've never seen a real pileup yet in a real football game until now. This game just revolutionized video football gaming. Just revolutionized it, right? And a lot of people are passing up because they don't want to change because they've been playing Madden for so long and yada yada yada. They don't like the change. They don't even like the change in the camera. But the camera, once you play it, you get kind of used to it. You realize that it's brilliant. You'll see the physics are brilliant. Physics just isn't in the tackling. Physics are in the actual gameplay, the blocking. It's a lot of times where somebody is going to go to the block and I run into them and I fall back, I fall to the side, whatever, depending on, the angle, and depends on position. Position is really big in this game. Okay, all right, back to the modes. Sorry, it's just the gameplay is so real to football that it's so hard not to talk about it, because in this game, the big thing is the gameplay. It's not the presentation. It's not so much the modes, even though, Tackle Alley is a pretty fun mode. You go on wave of defenders trying to score a touchdown, and it's just you, and the multiplayer is real fun too. Look how bad that throw was. I was rushed. Look how bad that was. Anyway, yeah, I'm the Giants. I love the Giants playing against the Eagles. All right, so those are the two modes. You got the training mode. You got the Tackle Alley mode. You got exhibition. You got season, and you got roll to backbreaker. Roll to backbreaker is you start as a small team, you work your way up, you get points, coins, whatever, and you purchase better players to make your team better so you can move up within their leagues. Okay, you start from the bottom, you move your way up. That's how that works. I got to be honest, I haven't played that mode yet because I'm not good enough to play that mode. I've been playing a lot of exhibition, and the thing I like about this game, when you put it on hard, the computer does not cheat you. Okay, they actually play you smarter. They do not cheat you like you see in all Madden or Heisman or any of that stuff. Look at that, I missed that tackle. I was too far away to get that barge tackle. But anyway, gameplay is where it's at. Presentation is so-so. Controls are pretty good. Graphics, I think, is good, even though it doesn't look realistic, with the shoulder pads and all that. But the graphics are good. They have great shaders. They have self-shading. Great animation. It'll be no hitches in the animation. The game is good. All right, the game is good. It's definitely good. And this is just their first shot out the box. Imagine how good the game is going to be. The sequel, if they do make a sequel. Look at all the physics that you see. Look, another pileup. You've never seen a pileup until now. Every player affects every player. Can you say that with Madden? No. Okay, can you say that with even 2K5? Not really. This game is raw physics. That's why you see a lot of flaws in it, and at times. But is it flaws that hinder the gameplay? Hell no. Look at this pileup right here. Using the focus. Look at the interactions, and it's endless with the interactions. It just don't stop at a certain point. Like you say ProTac, right? ProTac stops at a certain point. They say up to 9. This is infinite interactions. And even ProTac, they're not even doing ProTac right. I think if they did ProTac right, it'll be okay. But they're not even doing ProTac right, EA. Shame on EA. And I've seen some movies on Madden 11, and it looks scary. It looks scarily. It looks scary, eerily similar, right? If I'm saying that right, it looks very similar to Madden 10, Madden 09, right? The only thing that's different, for right now, I can't see much difference in it. Some of the presentations changed, right? But honestly, everybody's saying the presentation is great in Madden, NCAA, fine. But I still think they're second fiddle to 2K5, So if you really want to talk about presentation was best on 2K5 and maybe even all pro football, But anyway, when you're playing this game is good. I recommend buying it if you love real football. Rent it if you don't.